Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a loading screen GUI in Roblox. So before we begin, obviously we want to make sure we have the Explorer, the properties, and the output open. If you guys don't know how to do that, you basically want to hit view and then you will hit output and then Explorer and properties, and that'll basically put everything we really need. So output, explore, properties. That's all we really need for this tutorial. So to begin, what we're obviously going to want to do is create ourselves our loading screen. So we're just going to be naming this loading screen, and we're going to add a new frame. Now I'm going to be using a plugin. I'll have this in the description. It's called Auto Scale. I have the plus version, but it doesn't matter. You basically want to get a plugin, so you want to find the plugin, then you hit unit conversion, hit position, hit scale, and size. And now what we're going to do is we're going to basically scale this just like that. Now it's filling up the entire screen. Now what we're going to call this is we're going to put BG for background. You can name it whatever. And we're going to change this to a color that we want. I'm gonna do a nice shade of blue, so probably something like that. And I'm not sure what is there. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to add in our loading screen. Okay, same thing. Make sure we hit unit conversion, go into plugins, find the plugin, hitting position, scale. Now this, you don't really need this. Really, it's not a necessity, but it does help a lot. Helps making it scaled a lot, because if you didn't do this, you would just add in the text label, and then we would go over to size. We would have to change this to 0, change both of these to 0, and then change this to 1 actually. And then there we go. I mean, it's easier to just do it the way that I showed you. So we're gonna go right back to our original one, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put in loading, and you also want to make sure that this says text scaled here. Now I prefer using Gotham Bold, but it's up to you what you want to use. We're gonna make sure that there's no background by using background transparency and setting that to 1. Now you can resize this to however you like. I'm just gonna have it down here. You can put this wherever, doesn't really matter. And so now we're actually going to get into the scripting part. And so what we're going to do is we're going to write a while true do. Basically what this is whatever's in here is going to run this many seconds. So 0.5 seconds, anything that's in here is going to run this many seconds. Once every this many seconds. It's going to repeat and it won't stop. So what we're going to do is we're going to say script.parent.text equals loading. And then we're going to wait. Actually, let's do 0.25. And then we're going to do loading dot dot. And now we're actually going to put this inside of here. And now basically what will happen is whenever we hit play, we will see that it actually does this, and it's loading dot dot dot. Now here brings me to my first problem. If you don't want this falling off the screen kind of like that, the one way that I know to fix this is making this longer this way around, and then going down here making text Y alignment, I believe, to the left, or no, text X alignment to the left. And basically whenever you move it back, now it won't actually go off the screen. It'll just go to the right. So as you can see, it just stays there. And actually there's a problem. oh, we forgot to add in another wait 0.25. And now that'll basically wait 1 second. And also, whenever we do this, so this is working perfectly fine. Now, how do we get it so that it disappears after a certain amount of seconds, after, like, say 5 seconds? Because that's how long it takes to load the data in the game. What we're going to do is we're going to make a variable. We're going to put local, with the capital T, call it time. The reason we're doing this with the capital T is because lowercase time is actually a built-in Lua function, but we're going to do it with the capital T. And then this is going to be how many seconds you actually want it to loop through. So we're going to put 5 seconds just for reference. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go down a line here and we're going to say time equals time minus 1. And now what we're going to do is put down here, and actually where it says true, we're going to put while time is greater than or less than 5, yeah, or greater than 0, do. And then once that actually ends, we're going to say script.parent. So this is the script, and the parent of the script is text label. We want to get to this one right here, which means that we want to take the parent of this, so script, and then the parent of this script is this, and the parent of this text label is this. So we would need 2 script.parent. So put script.parent twice, and then we put colon destroy. And so what this will do is whenever the players are actually in the game, it'll basically do this 5 times, and then boom, we're in the game. And obviously there's no data for us to load because I haven't made that in this game, but it does actually create the GUI and it gets rid of it after 5 seconds. And like I said, if you wanted, you could change it to 2. It doesn't matter. Now the only worry that you have to have, the only limitation with this is, let's stop it, you cannot, no matter what you do not put a decimal. Because if you do, let's say you want it 1.5 seconds, you can't do that. If you do that, the script will break and the GUI will never get destroyed. And I'll show this here. Actually, it does work. It just goes into negatives. So I mean, you could do that, but it's really useless because 1.5 seconds, that's actually just gonna be 1 second because it's not minusing the decimals. So yeah, that's the script, guys. Make sure to leave a comment what kind of scripts you guys want me to be making the next video. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoy that, and I'll see you guys in my next video soon.